Okay, I guess I'm early then, but I'm late because I got stuff to do. I'm adjusting my stuff. I did not expect it to click on like that, but it has. And here we are. So, let me get adjusted some more because apparently I got to be able to see the plant and what's going on. I'm going to try and do this sitting down. And we going to hope this work out. That's what we going to hope for. Okay, here I grow. Now, how do I get the chat up? Some messages. Okay, I need the live all chat. And Lord, I can't see from here. But that's okay. Because I'm finna get back up and look. And there's going to be a lot of adjusting going on here. Okay, so I gotta touch the chat. I don't like that. Like, how can I make this stay up there? It's not working. Anywho, good night, good afternoon, and good morning to you. I can't see yet. I'm still trying to get the chat to come up. Like, if it ain't 9 things, it's 10. I tell you what. Oh, there we go. Woo! Yay! And some people scrolled in already. Lynette Lawrence, happy Wednesday. Good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. Good morning, sis. Growing with Hussin'. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Check your mail today. Your package should be there. Gail Jones, good morning to you. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Y'all, I have been having a time this morning, and it's all because I got to set up this camera. So what I'm doing now is getting ready to root prune again my okra plant. Yeah, this is my okra plant that I grew for WIG 2023. That's how long I've been growing this okra plant. So, oh, I forgot one thing. Welcome, gardening comrades. I am GMama Growz HardInTheGarden. Thank you for scrolling through, and I would appreciate your support of my channel by clicking that like button. This is my weedy pop-up, where I pop up in here like a weed, turn on my camera while I'm in the garden, and show y'all what I got growing on. Let me check the chat again. Everybody is speaking. Good morning, good morning. But yeah, back to what I was talking about. WIG is upon us again. I don't know if there's going to be a year attached to it, but I've been participating in the Winter Indoor Gardening Challenge. And last season was the first season that I missed due to unforeseen circumstances, but I am ready to grow this season. And this, like I said, is from the season previous, which was 2023. And this is a baby bubba okra plant. And what I've been doing is snacking off of this plant, and I've made it into a house plant. Yes, I have. This is how I've been learning so much about okra. With that being said, when I say you can prune okra, you can prune okra. I'm hoping y'all can see the stump right there. That's what I pruned it because it was getting too tall. Once I pruned it, then I started getting the outside branches here. And while I'm looking, ooh, I wish I can bring y'all in closer. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna probably pick it up. Let me check the chat again while I'm here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay. Oh, Lord. Y'all, please forgive me, but I am bad at pronouncing names, but I see you. Something. Ramos. Okay, we'll just say that. Ramos, thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Farmer Chaz, good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Good morning, Urban Gardening Chronicles. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Jesus is Lord. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. We are root pruning this morning. I see the light has broken out. Yeah, it's daylight outside. That's what it is. But this okra plant, I'm going to try to get it in close as I can so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But there are, well, ain't that something? Now the chat want to stick. And I can't see. Anywho, there are these gelatinous little field sacks on the okra plant, which indicates that the plant is healthy. There's nothing wrong. It's not bugs or anything. But unfortunately, my okra plant has caught spider mites. And how I can tell is because the bottom of the leaf, I don't know if this is showing, but there are two different types of sacks underneath here. One is a dark color. The other one is the gelatinous color that it's supposed to be. So I have to treat it, and pretty much it's sitting by itself over there. So I don't have to treat any other plants, but I will check, because typically when one plant is infected or sick or has something, other plants do. So what I'm going to do is root prune my okra plant. And the last time I root pruned it, I root pruned the whole thing, which I am going to do today, because I'm looking at it now and all those roots are new, just about. And I don't need any more fertilizer in there. So with these roots, and you see how this brown is just because the nutrient solution is also brown. So I'm not concerned. The roots are very healthy and they're strong. So what I'm going to do, I did not grab my scissors, so I gotta come back. Hold one time so I can grab my scissors. And I gotta clean them off with the hydrogen peroxide solution, because that's what I do. Okay. So now that I got my little scissors together, what I'm going to do is prune. The bottom does not need to be pruned because it's pretty much open down here, and you can probably see by the gap right there. I'm hoping I'm getting that. But the only thing I'm going to do is trim it back, because this is too much roots to be in this little container. I have had more, but I'm catching this one just at the nick of time. And with these cuts, I'm just shortening or decreasing the mass size of these roots. Ooh, I forgot y'all. But all I'm doing is going through and clipping. and she's done. This okra plant has been root pruned. The final step is to take my hydrogen peroxide and seal those cuts. And this will also, if there are any pathogens that so happen to got in there while I was doing that, it will control those pathogens so I don't have to worry about it. But like I said, this okra plant has been growing and fruiting, and I have been snacking on it since hashtag WIG 2023. I need to move this over so I can get to the next one. And I need to check the chat again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, y'all. New contraption. Give me a second. Sorry. Okay. Let me check the chat, y'all. Was I talking for a long time? Good grief. An entrepreneurial diary. Shamika, good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Barb, is that Lindsay? Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Finally, an English person. Wow. Passionately intrigued, arts, and more. Thank you for scrolling through. In the bushings for a moment, I appreciate your time. Did I get everybody, y'all? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How big do the okra get? The okra get regular size, Farmer Chaz. This is called a baby Bubba okra plant, but I'm sure it'll work with any plant because, like I said, it's been a couple of years since that plant has been in there. Ann's Backyard Garden. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time, nice and clear. Thank you. Miss Shirley, OG Gardner, thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Okay, I'm finna spin y'all around. Uh-oh. Lord, I done came out of my slipper. Okay. But this is my Elsa's Grow Kit. I need to raise up my tripod. And this is Regina, the microdwarf tomato. She's going on a year old. This is October. In November, she will be 1 year growing inside this hydroponic unit. And I let her grow like this because of the fact that I'm going to remove her next month. And the reason why is because I have started her in another pot, so I don't have to leave her in here, and I want more greens in my unit. And to make a long story short, while I was walking by here earlier, I saw my callaloo. I'm trying to, y'all, please forgive me. This camera stuff is not for me. I am not a professional, but I am trying to work with it. Oh, it wasn't locked? Good night. Okay. Is this a good? Okay, so I need to move that out the way. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta move this out the way so I can have somewhere to put this. Okay. Let me see this way now. That's better. Woo, that's better. Okay, now let me check the chat again. Nice, thank you. Sorry, still in bed. It's cold and rainy. It is, Miss Shirley OG. It's cold and rainy here too, but I got to get out there and cover up my plants that need protection. Comrades in Blue. we have a keyboard player among us. If somebody could handle that, I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you, Urban Gardening Chronicles. I appreciate your support. These keyboard players, I tell you what, we ain't got that type of time to do. But anywho, my callaloo, excuse me, that I finally figured out how to eat it watching Gardening with Stacy. She's a gardener in Jamaica, and she grows callaloo. And what I was doing was harvesting it leaf by leaf, and I can harvest the whole stalk, which is this. So yeah, now that I got that worked out, while I was walking by this morning, I noticed some spots on my leaves and some little dusty stuff. And I'm like, what is that? Yeah, it's spider mites, because these leaves don't look like that. And underneath there are some little black dots. I don't think you can see them, but believe me when I tell you, that's what they are. So what I'm going to do is treat this side of my unit, and Regina is up on the top, so I'm sure, yeah, all of this needs to be treated. So what I'm going to do is turn off my light for the time that I'm treating, because I don't want to burn my plants with what I'm about to do. But the first thing I'm going to do is take out the callaloo, because it's been a while. Oh my Lord. It's been a while. And yeah, that's just crazy. I'm going to root prune it. That's exactly what I'm going to do, because that's insane. And then I'm going to treat it. So this is the callaloo, and these are the roots. They are very strong, so I'm going to have to use my scissors. Sorry, all the grunting, but blame it on the age. And I'm just going to go around and cut the roots, or should I say prune the roots around the edges. I've been growing callaloo for a while inside my Elsa's. I had to take a break because it was getting out of control, and I didn't know how to control it. With root pruning, it controls the growth of the plant, the top growth. The bottom will still grow, but as long as I manage to keep it trimmed, it'll be okay. And with these roots, I either feed them to my red wrigglers, or I drop them in a pot so they can break down. So I got these roots off of the callaloo. It's the same procedure with the hydrogen peroxide. So in case anything, if I had any, my hands are clean, but I'm just saying, if they had any oils or anything on there, pathogens would not transfer to the roots. Oh, and I done broke Regina. Sorry, sweetie. I'm trying to, oh wait, I gotta get you together real good before I even put you back in there. And I just talked about you having some spider mites. We ain't got that type of time to do. Well, let me get my spray. And my spray that I mix is baby shampoo, isopropyl alcohol, and tea tree oil. Oh, I almost shot my roots. Lord, what am I doing? And I'm going to spray underneath, on the bottom, where I saw them the most. Am I getting every leaf? I'm hoping so, because I have it on mist. And it's going to be soaking wet by the time I get done. And I'm sorry y'all can't see that, but I got to stay over my work area, which is waterproof, while I'm dripping all these drips. So she is ready to grow back. And what I'm going to do is treat the plants that were surrounding her, which is my parsley. And I want to spray in a downward direction because I don't want to hit my grow lights. And it's bok choy, greens pak choy, and the top of Regina here. Simply because anything surrounding her will surely have the same problem. Even though, well, let me just say you can't really see them with the naked eye. You have to really be looking for mites and things of that nature. Let me dry my hands and I'm gonna check the chat again. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, wait. Okay, I got that. Happy Mac. Good blessed morning to you too, sis. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Good, I could have told you about Kelly. I know you could have Urban Gardening Chronicles. That stuff is a beast. It be growing. Fantastic. Thank you, Precious Soul. Did I speak to you, Precious SoCal Gardener? Good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Everyone is speaking, scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. I wonder why I pruned mine short. They passed away. Oh no, PAA, what did you prune so short? There are, I can show you better than I can tell you, because it's pretty much the same way on all plants. But when you're pruning your plant on the top, you look for stems and branches. And especially with basil, don't just pluck a leaf. That's where I was making a mistake with this. I was plucking the leaves and leaving the stalk. When you prune it, take the whole stalk, leave the leader alone. You use the smaller side shoots versus the main. You leave the main, and the main will continue to branch out. And hopefully that made sense. Let me check the chat again. Hey everyone out there, Farmer Chaz. Out at the store gathering some things. So sorry I missed you. No worries, Farmer Chaz. I appreciate your time. I got a jet. See you later. Thanks for scrolling through, Happy Mac. I appreciate your time. And I think I'm done up here. So I'm going to let that dry. And I'm going to move my stuff back. And probably take a minute because, yeah, I got to get dressed for this cold. It's only 40 degrees. It's dropping to 30. That's why I am going out here to protect my plants. But give me a minute, y'all, and I will be back for you because I need to put on my outside gear. It's not going to take but a few minutes because I already have it at the door, ready to go. Slide in my boots because they is sloggers. I ain't got to strap them or nothing. My coats. Yep, my coat because auntie, it is cold out there. And I need to reposition my mic, y'all. So please forgive me for all if y'all hear all of this. But I gotta find somewhere to put it while I'm out there. And hopefully this will work. I'm almost done. Grabbing my hat. Checking the chats. I see people pull basil leaves all the time, Farmer Chaz. Makes me twitch a little. I completely understand because, yeah, a lot of people just do what they see others do, or they just really don't know how to harvest. Who said, hey, GMama? Okay, Renee's Garden. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Good morning, Mr. Bowtie Life in the Garden. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I just got through root pruning a couple of my plants and treating for spider mites or some other type of small, yeah, it was on there. But they are no more. Okay. We are going outside, y'all. Maybe. I forgot to let my tripod down. Sorry. I am not a professional. This is what I am not. And then with this, okay, so I'm gonna have to let everything down. Because I noticed that once I was outside the last time. And what? Okay. Sure. Yeah, it's a lot of up and down. My apologies. But we got her together now. I can move freely. Yeah, it's daylight out here. So, again, it's a lot of people, so I'm not taking my phone outside because I live in the hood and I ain't got that type of time to do. So, what I'm going to do is set y'all at the door until, yeah, I grab my junk because I got some junk to grab in order to work out here. Sorry about all this adjusting, but you know me. I am not a professional. I'm just doing the best that I can do. Let me check the chat again before I get to moving. Hash, good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I hope I ain't missing nobody because that was a new name. Sanaya Renee's apartment stead. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Grand Rising. I'm moving my stuff outside that I'm going to be, well, using for winterizing my plants because it's dropping quickly out here during the nighttime. It's in the 30s and during the day it's in the 40s. So yeah. Grab my water first. And, ooh, this is the fastest I ever moved in a long time, y'all. Okay. And I don't want to come back in, but I probably will because I gotta get the covers. Close my door because that heat, baby, it's precious right now. Uh-oh. I forgot to put my sign up. I knew that was going to happen. Let me grab it. And I hope that stay down because it was smashed. Okay, that's good. That's good. So what I'm doing is about to water my plants, even though it's been raining. I need to keep my pots moist because it insulates the roots once it starts getting cold. I'm not going to put a lot of water. I'm just going to have enough to where it starts to run out of the bottom, and then I'm going to stop. And probably not for all the plants because they all don't need winter protection. And I'll be wrapping the bottoms of the pots since I'm putting water in the bottom of the bigger pots, that is, to retain the heat, because that's what water does. It retains the heat. So that's why I'm watering, to keep my roots from freezing once the temperatures drop. And y'all ain't seen none of that water gathering. But that's okay. Let me raise my tripod. Oh my, y'all, I am not a professional, and I truly appreciate y'all patience. If you have not clicked that thumbs up or down, please do, to let YouTube know how you feel. I'm trying to find somewhere to be. I'm starting on this side over here. And this looks like a good spot. So let me check that chat again while I'm over here. Did my chat just jump? I think so. Foraging and urban farming at the Hermit House. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Good morning. Yes, ma'am, it's been hitting the mid-40s in Oklahoma too. To get ready. Yes, get ready. Because this winter is coming in swiftly. Ann's Backyard. Do you have a schedule live weekly? Miss Ann's Backyard Garden. I do not have a weekly scheduled live. I have been popping up. That's why my lives are called Weedy Pop-Ups, because I don't know what time I'll be coming on, but it's usually in the morning. That's a good clue. And sometimes it's as early as 7 and as late as 8 as it was today. So I guess I can say between 7 and 8, and so far I've been sticking to Wednesdays pretty consistently. So pretty. Your colors decor plants. Loving the orange and purple. Thank you so much. Hermit House, I appreciate it. The cold will help you to move quicker. Yes, it will. Lynette Lawrence. Our low this morning is 67. What? That's all? I could be outside with my no coat on over there. 80 and 80. Where you at again, Mr. Bowtie Life? Your garden looks beautiful. Thank you, Miss K. Renee. You see my tree colors, girl? I am waiting for Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that good stuff, and I'm eating them. I stopped eating them like last month so I could get some new leaves, and they have grown new leaves. But y'all, what I'm about to do now is start wetting my soil. And I would bring y'all, but that's a lot of work. I need a camera crew. Because, yeah, come on now. I know it ain't that long. Tubing. Here we go. And a lot of my plants I'm not going to cover simply because they're hardy to my zone. But being as that this is a new area that I am in and everything is open, the wind, there is no break except for on the side over there. But it's not enough space for all of my plants. So the only thing I have to do is figure out in order to which I'm going to start covering them up. And things like this bee balm and greens and stuff like that, I'm not covering up. But this plant that I'm watering right here, and I'm looking right at it and can't call your name. It'll come to me. But anyway, this is one of my plants that I will be covering the top and the bottom because it's new. It just got established this season. Kiwi berry. Yeah, that's what this is, my kiwi berry. And I'm going to take one of them out because I have a prolific kiwi berry and it is prolific. Therefore, it does not need another kiwi inside of the same pot like it is. And the other kiwi is called Geneva. So right now, if I missed anybody and you're just coming in and wondering why I'm watering my plants here in zone 6A and it rained, it's because of the fact that it rained but my pots did not get soaked, and I'm ensuring that my roots are being insulated before we have a freeze. So I'm going to be out here just like the summertime, checking my moisture in my pots until we get that first hard freeze, keeping my plants moist. And it's been working for me for a number of seasons. What kind of bug is that? Ooh. And this okra is still okraing. And what makes it so bad, it did not produce one okra this season because it was choked out by this money wart. Talking about this okra right here, and I'm hoping it's in the camera. I'm gonna check the chat in a minute. I got 2 more plants on this side. Matter of fact, I might can check it while I'm right here because I got a long arm on my watering wand. Okay, well, I guess I can't use. Give me a minute, y'all. Give me a minute. Okay, and inside of this pot right here that I'm watering, it's really nothing. I'm just leaving that sunflower up for the birds, and well, it is something. I'm lying. My red lilies. Okay, this is an experiment that I'm trying because I'm gonna leave it inside of this container, inside of the fabric pot for the winter, and I'm not gonna cover it because I want to see how it's going to, or if they are going to come back. And I did save some bulbs, so this is why I say it's an experiment, because I'm not worried about if it comes back or not. Let me check the chat again. Oh Lord, I done lost my spot. Okay, the cold, I seen that. Our low, I seen that. Speaking. I seen that. They are looking great. Thank you kindly. Okay, Renee's Garden. Try to put coverage stuff together if you can and unstuck. Yeah, Hermit House, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And once they start losing their foliage, I actually stack pots on top of pots. So I'm sure that that will work. Okay, so give me about 2.5 seconds because the first wrapper that I have to wrap is going to be my kiwi berry here. And it's only going to take me a minute because I have everything at the door that I need. And I got to keep my eye on my junk at the same time. And I don't know who is who, but we're going to get this and this. And probably, I'm looking for my twine. There it is. So I'm going to do the bottom of that pot instead of both because I don't want to cause damage to my kiwi berry because it still has leaves on it, like a lot of other my other plants. And I don't want to cause damage by wrapping the leaves. And yeah, it'll be bad to wrap leaves up with your plant because it causes mold and powdery mildew and all kinds of issues. So what I have here is my burlap. Let me check the chat one good time while I'm here. Last year I had late blooming beautiful eggplant and it bloomed and never produced eggplants. Oh yeah, they do that. I have mine is still out here. I still have not taken it down and it's doing exactly what you said. It's blooming, but it ain't producing no eggplants. Oh, that is clever, the stacking. Yeah, I learned that from last season. When I moved over here, I lost a lot of plants simply because I didn't know what I was doing over here. This was a new area and I'm used to having my greenhouse or something to block my plants, and this is just a wide open space. But this is my burlap that I've cut up, and I got some twine here, and my hook latch is hooked inside of my junk that I'm going to wrap around my pot because I just watered it, and that's one that I'm trying to protect. So, and I'll bring y'all in once I get it wrapped and show you. Well, I can just move it because it's a pot. It can be moved. And I hope I can pick up the whole thing at once. Yes. You go, girl. You got this. But I try to make sure all my pots are so I can move them around. Let me see where we at. And that looked like a good spot. And all I do is wrap and secure. Wrap and secure. And with the bottom, I'm just going to bring it up and tuck it. It's not going to be dragging. Because the only thing I'm trying to keep covered is the roots. And I have discovered a better way that I can do this without using that hook latch. Just by balling it up like this. I can just take a, yeah. Okay, hold one time, because I found a better way. Or in addition to the way that I'm doing it now. Small one to work. But a clip. Because I'm going to have to come back and put the top on. And I'll use my hook latch later with the twine. But this is going to provide a layer of insulation around those roots for me, and it's good enough because this is the best that I can do. And this year I'm trying to protect my plants. Okay, I'm scrolling. Y'all speaking. I have a volunteer. Okay, that ain't my mail. What kind of plants? This is a kiwi berry in its first season outdoors. What's going on, bro? Assist. You got your 5 minutes of camera time, so what are you trying to say? I don't understand that, but anywho, yeah. I'm wrapping it because the roots are new this season. This is not my cat, y'all. This is one of these hood cats. And I don't want it to freeze because it's dropping into the 30s at night. This is another one. I'm looking for something because I kind of like that. Let me borrow your stool, ma'am. Or should I say, let me borrow. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. This is another one that I want to wrap. I gotta grab some burlap for this. Hang on one good time. I gotta grab a couple of more items from indoors. Uh-oh. That's gonna be a mess. But I gotta use that basket because I need it. These will probably be too long, so I'll take a cover for you. And I need a clip. Alright, I'm gonna check the chat again. So pretty, cutie. That's the black runner right there. I have the same metal plant stand. Yeah, I want a couple more because they're high and I don't have to bend over. That, what? I can't read that. Cat likes you. I have a bunny, so they're probably sensing that smell. But I have a plant cover for this plant right here. And what I'm going to do, oh, I done put the scissors. Oh, here they go. Is cut down all of this because this is not part of the plant. Let me bring it. Girl, you heavy with yourself. I gotta use 2 hands. But, okay, I can't hold 1 hand. But plant in the front, the small plant, it's cousin Yasberry. It's a Yasberry solo. And this is his first season outside too. It was out here last season, but I brought it in and brought it out. And I was having a lot of problems with it. So it just started getting new growth, and I want to try to protect it outside versus bringing it in. I'm going to remove these plants around it because they're annuals. This is a cinnamon basil and some dwarf nasturtiums. So I'm going to take that out, and then there's my, well, what is that, girl? Garlic chives sticking up that I pruned off already. So I'm just taking and removing the cinnamon basil because I need to cover up this pot. Oh Lord, I don't got no steak, really? How could I not? But I'm gonna see if I can make it work anyway and come back out here with a steak later. Okay, you still want to grow? I'm just gonna cut you in because you still green. And my thing is, if you still green, then you still want to thrive. So there you go. This is the basil that I just harvested, and a couple of these leaves are damaged, so I won't be using those. But the ones on the top looking pretty good, and the flowers also, so I will be using these for sure. I don't worry about the seeds anymore because I've collected enough that, yeah, I can use the whole plant now and not worry about saving seeds. Check the chat while I'm here. What's going on? Woo, let me hurry up with this one. I got mine at a estate sale. I missed that. Whatever that I do, secondhand stuff. We like go thrifting. Yeah, me too. Hermit house. I done found a lot of my good pots out here on the street. Yes, I have. And happy about it. So what I'm going to do is just put a top cover over this whole plant because it's so small that my burlap is too big, I should say, for such a small plant. And I'm going to grab a stake and come back out here for this plant because I don't want it touching the leaves because there are leaves on this plant. And the reason why is because once the frost comes through and it hits the outside, it'll start messing up the plant if it has leaves on it. So I'm gonna set this to the side because I'll be back for it. Check the jug, yeah. Do you like your plant stand? Thank you, Hermit House. Appreciate it. That white plant stand. Oh yeah, I'm finna be painting my junk too because you see how it's rusting, and I got a couple of rusty other ones. I got some paint so I can refresh my pots and possibly get that rust off and try to keep them a little while longer. GMama, do you find that when the basil goes to seed, it comes? Yes, I do. It does. It's not necessarily bitter, but it loses its taste. So yeah, when I harvest my leaves, I harvest them before the plant flowers. But because this plant flower and I do enjoy the flowers, I will be putting those in some tea. Because they're very, what do you call it? Aromatic, is it? When you can sense and smell what you're consuming. Okay, well, that took a little bit of skill. Now I'm going to give these other plants, and let me grab a spade right quick because, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to need for this. Check the chat again. Okay, I don't know what that language is, y'all. But can one of my comrades in blue help me out? Good morning, you grow. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Life is hands. Good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. We are up to 52 degrees. My hands is getting cold, but I got to continue the mission here. I'm going to try to grab my tripod. Oh, sucky now. I'm getting good at this. It ain't as bad as it used to be. I was all over the place when I was in the house. Uh-oh. I guess I'm talking too much. Alright, so on to this little area here. Uh-oh. I got one more click. Work with me now. Work with me. Thank you kindly. Alright. So I'm going to be watering these over here too, because these are this is a root crop box right here. I want to say I can probably, because it was raining and the top of the soil is dry, but I need to go down. Yeah, I need to get the rest of that so that my roots survive, because these are also new. I've been eating on this box so much that the purple asparagus did not come back. These are asparagus. It's green, purple, and then there are beets and radishes and so I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in here, but they roots, whatever they is, root veggies. So yeah, I'm gonna water these. Because I don't know how, and I don't have any cover over my head of my plants, so I don't know why they're not soaking all the way through. It's just something that happens, I guess, because evaporation and whatnot outside. But I will be continuing to do this until we get our first hard freeze. And I just got my roux. I'm gonna cover this up too. I'm gonna cover up the whole thing like I did the raspberry, because I just transplanted this summer and it's just getting leaves. It's been bare the whole summer, just about. Oh, I didn't have to water that. That was, root hot. I want to say this is the callaloo I let go to seed, and all the birds got me for all my seeds, because I don't see not a nail seed up there now. And I don't know why I watered that, because it's out of here too. It's a coleus. It's an annual here. And once it gets that first hard frost, it will be out of here. This is my beef and onion plant, Miss Tigsy, and Regina microduff tomato seeds gifted to me by You Grow Row, and I thank you, because she is a staple in my garden now. I love that little tomato. And these onions never made a bulb. That's the one where I dropped all those seeds in. and only took a couple out of the pot and planted them other places. I'm gonna wrap the bottom of this tree. This is my plum. And then I'm going to top it. I'm gonna bring it all the way back down to where my stakes are, because that's entirely too tall. I cannot cover that. My Arctic raspberries are making a recovery. I had some critters up here, specifically some raccoons. They turned my pots over, dug into my junk. This was the worst one, so I brought it over here by the door and babied it. And yeah, it's coming back. I'm gonna harvest the last of this, which is stinging nettle. And now I'm happy because I figured it out. As far as me growing it, this is gonna be its forever home right here. And I harvested this stinging nettle all summer long. Yes, I did. And it did not flower because I kept it harvested. What the hell? Okay, I gotta put the water down and check the chat, and we are into an hour, y'all. I still got, okay, so yeah. Let me put this down. This that eggplant that I'm taking down because it's flowering still, but not doing fruit. I got one tomato plant to take down, and that is dry. Because these leaves is, yeah, that's not from the cold. This is from being dry. But anywho, I'm out here with my water, so that's exactly what I'm about to do. Okay, well, since I'm this way, me check the chat again, y'all. You grow, okay, I missed that. The yellow and red plant is a coleus. Yes, indeed. Are you answering somebody's questions? Thank you kindly. Well, you grow, thank you. Oh, okay. I guess she was answering the question. Thank you. I haven't had my first hard freeze yet either, but I know it's coming soon. Yeah, that's why I'm out here watering, because I want to insulate my roots to make sure that they don't freeze, because I got a lot of young plants out here. I'm not doing all of them, just the ones that are young that I'm trying to protect. I was trying to put a few chamomile seeds in a pot for indoors. The wind blew those seeds, did spill. Oh no! I know how that goes, Hermit House. Hey, Joy in the Garden Home. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I've dug up some eggplants attempting to overwinter. Really? They should be easy because they're kind of like a tomato. I see this one suckering, but I done had too many of them, so I'm cool. I am going to overwinter my cayenne, though, wherever I put it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to overwinter, because that's the only one that I don't want to reseed, because that seed took forever. Not the hee-haw, that's funny. Where'd that come from? Hey, Kay, not the... Okay, you got me. Took me a minute, but yeah, I do say that because I've been trying to refrain from using swear words, so I've come up with a couple of replacements that I would rather have slipping out. Gardening is great. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. We are done, y'all. Well, I'm lying because I'm not done, but I got to put this phone down in order to get the rest of my work done. And I'm sure y'all got things to do yourselves. And I truly appreciate y'all scrolling through. Once again, if you have not clicked that like button, thumbs up or down to let YouTube know how you feel, please do. It will help support the channel. Thank you kindly. I don't like eggplant, but I'm growing it next year. Okay, grow something new. You never know. Because you grew it, you might like it. Peace and love, my gardening comrades. Heal thyself. It can be done. I'm out. And dry. I need some tea. Have a productive day on purpose, y'all.